All right. Looks like we're
Now it
good.
is.
Okay.
Yay.
All right. Welcome back. Episode 24, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
We
Yes.
have special guest Farren Brown. What's up, man? Introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are, what you do. We appreciate you being
Yeah, my
here.
name's Farren Brown. I run Wisnowski Coaching. A lot like these two handsome men here, and yeah, just along for the ride. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
How long you been coaching?
2.5 years.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What were you doing before that?
Oh, I was working in construction for 17 years, running heavy equipment, primarily
Yeah.
excavator operator.
I feel
That's
like a
pretty
lot of us
impressive.
came from I did a lot of manual labor jobs too before I was construction, building roofs, everything that you could probably imagine, landscaping when I was in my teenage years
Oh, yeah.
before I did coaching.
Yeah, I've done it all. I've definitely worked some hard jobs. Worked on a farm, worked in the oil field on oil rigs.
Damn.
Worked
Okay.
construction, digging deep excavations for high rises here
Oh,
in the Lower Mainland, Vancouver. So
Dang.
yeah, kind of done it
that's
all.
impressive.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What made you want to get into coaching?
Well, I've been kind of part of the fitness industry for the past 10 years, competing in bodybuilding. So
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love the sport. I love everything around it, and yeah, just passionate about helping other people improve their lives as well, right?
100%. Yeah. As you
For
should be.
As you absolutely should.
sure.
There's a funny story actually, because Farron here helped me and Mac because he used to be heavily involved in the cream of rice industry.
No way. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, we had a call between the three of us, and he gave us a good amount of tips for us to consider and keep in mind. And
Yeah.
you know that actually, right after the call, probably like the day after, I went to the Asian grocery store and I was specifically looking for all the rices. And holy shit, they have a bunch, dude!
Really?
Like so many different brands and like pounds and pounds and pounds. So like fucking aisles full of just rice. I'm like, I mean, it makes
I guess
sense, but
that yeah, matters. You got to have the perfect kind of rice.
yeah. Well, Farron told us that sushi rice is much better than jasmine rice, which is the one that I
It's,
was
it's
using.
better than everything. For whatever you're using it for, sushi
Honestly,
rice
I
is the
I one
go-to,
time
bro.
got the sushi rice at Costco, and I'm like, I'm okay. I kind of prefer the jasmine rice for
I just
meals.
like like whenever I'll get them sometimes in those like pre-packaged ones.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Where you don't have to like cook the whole thing, and
yeah,
just like the not consistency, I guess, but it's just that it's stickier. I don't know.
I don't
I
like
like it
sticky
better.
rice.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's very.
literally rinse my rice just for that purpose.
I don't. I get shit
At
on
all?
that for all the time. Not not usually, bro. I just put it in the thing and put it in the rice
Oh yeah,
cooker. Like, come
you
on, bro.
told me
I've been
you looked at me weird in Austin when I was starting to rinse the rice. You're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm washing the rice so we don't eat dirt." He's like, "Really?"
dude,
Yeah.
that's not gonna hurt you, bro. If anything, it's only making me stronger. Extra nutrients.
Hey, I have a strong position on that aspect because I truly believe so.
Yeah.
Farron, I would love to get your opinion. I think we spoke about it, Caden, but for comparing people like, for example, me or maybe Caden and you, Farron, as well, if you relate, that we don't get sick often versus people who do. I think the exposure that we have to things like either not super clean dirt or like, for example, I don't clean my hands with rubber and alcohol every single time after the store or everything, where instead like my girlfriend does, and she's
Hmm.
getting sick all the time. I never
Yeah.
do. And I
Yeah.
always joke saying that when I was a kid back in Argentina, I used to drink water from the faucet from the bathroom,
Yeah.
which I actually did, but I give that as like the excuse why I'm indestructible. And to a certain
Hose
degree, I
water,
think
dude.
it's dude, I think it plays a role because of all the germs and dirt and whatever is in the water. It wasn't enough to hurt me,
Yeah.
but it was enough to make my body stronger to the regular flu or seasonal flu, allergens,
Hmm.
and whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're
I'll
asking
be
Farron.
honest.
Farron
I
his
get
opinion on
I
that.
get I get sick a little bit, but To be honest, I never got sick before very much until that little event that occurred in the world, and then
Mm.
ever since that, I seem to, I had a few courses of like really bad sickness, but um,
From getting it.
yeah, yeah,
So once you got that the first
highly
time,
expected.
you feel like you've gotten sick more afterwards. Well, I mean, I can see that with. I mean, I'm sure it's a little bit destructive on the immune system a little bit. And from that point, all you can do is make sure that your immune system is as top notch as you possibly can make it. But I've seen that happen a lot too. I personally got it. I mean, once maybe,
Mhm.
and it sucked. I lost that was probably the scariest thing I've been through because like outside fear is one thing, but when you feel like you're going to lose something that you've had your entire life in terms of like something that's a part of you, like maybe a limb or a finger, a hand or something, but like when you lose your taste and smell, you're like you start to realize, holy fuck, I don't think I can live like this. Like I know some people that just like it never really came back. Like
Yeah.
maybe a little bit, but I don't know if you guys got it, if you lost your taste and smell whenever that happened, but I didn't. It freaked me
Um,
out.
so I got it, and after that is when I started eating the chicken rice, banana, and almond butter. So that has probably something to do.
Oh,
No, I'm
that's what
kidding.
I was going to tell you a second ago. I finally tried that today. Oh
Every
my
day,
god, it was
baby.
good, bro.
It's so
Oh my
good, bro.
god, that was good,
So
bro.
good.
I'm gonna I'm gonna eat it again before the gym for sure.
That's definitely by far my best.
You
Like
you muted yourself, bro.
free rice,
I,
chicken, pineapple,
bro,
banana. Gotta have almond
Dude,
butter.
Farren, you have no idea how long I've been trying for him to
the entire
try
time
that
we've
meal.
known each other.
Yeah, he always like, I will never. That's disgusting. Then he
That
started
sounds
putting
horrible,
banana.
bro.
He
You
started
get
putting
the
banana, and he liked it. And now eventually,
Full
God bless
circle.
me.
you ever get the mixed? Do you get the mixed nut seed almond butter from Costco? That stuff is
Dude,
The
unbelievable.
I gotta
natso,
get a Costco.
No,
is it the?
it's just like I don't know. Maybe it's here in Canada only, but it's just called like mixed seed nut butter, and it's absolutely
I
phenomenal.
just
It's
spilled
got
that
little
everywhere.
like
So I don't know if you probably have it because it's like a regular brand, but I know here they have like this brand called Nutso that is like 7 seeds, and it's like I don't know, almonds, peanut butter,
I've never seen that.
pumpkin seeds, stuff like that. You probably have. Justin used to spam the shit out of it for a while. Um,
I'm sure I've
Obviously,
seen a picture of it at some
yeah.
point then.
And I tried that; it's amazing. But honestly, Farron, I make my own.
oh yeah, I seen that. I watched your videos of you making those a few months ago, and I was like, I need to do that, and then I never did it.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
thing is that I would recommend. So the Ninja blender I have, it's good, but I think I'm gonna go to Costco and see if I can give it back, even though it's been like a couple months, because I start seeing like cracks, dude. I start seeing cracks on the blender. It
Well,
makes no fucking sense.
You're
busting nuts
putting
up.
tons of yeah, dude. You're busting millions of nuts in that thing.
Not
You
even.
gotta
It's
get
just like,
turned on for like an hour too to do that.
yeah, you need
Do
to
you wear
I mean,
grind
earbuds
it.
that's
all?
pretty.
What?
You need like a industrial like kitchen blender.
Honest, it's. I don't think it should break. Like if you tell me the engine is not strong enough, okay, valid. But I purposely get one that is like high voltage or whatever it is. But the fucking pitcher is it's cracking. Like the plastic is cracking. Like why the hell?
God, I bet
So
you when you were a teenager or a kid, you never would have felt like imagined yourself griping and complaining about a blender when you're older.
let's start that I would have never imagined myself being this big. Just for
That's
starters.
a good thing though.
You got to get that old OG blender from Walmart. It's one with the glass. I forget what it's called.
Oh, I know what
Max
you're talking about.
something,
I know what you're
and
talking
it's
about.
like
Yep.
maybe $30, but it's the best blender you can own.
Dude, anything older is always better. They made those shits durable.
Oh yeah,
Like
Yeah.
they're wonderful.
indestructible. But I want to
Hmm.
see right now because I saw they have in Costco the Vitamix, which is technically the better quality blender. They have it for the same price as I paid for the Ninja, so I want to see if I can return it and get that one. And that one actually has like you can make nut butter with this. So I'm guessing the
Yeah.
plastic of the pitcher will be durable. So,
Shouldn't break.
but yeah, no, honestly, making the nut butters is so much more convenient and easy. Yeah, you just have to spend a little bit of time in it, but you can make literally very healthy, mix your own. It's cheaper. You can make the dark chocolate one like I do in the video.
You got
Don't
more
they have bulk,
motivation in that
don't they have
kitchen than I
bulk
do,
barn
bro.
in the States or Whole Foods? You could just go
Yeah.
melt one nut butter there, can't you?
Wait, where?
At Whole Foods, can't you? I know. Do you guys
I
have
don't
bulk
know.
barn? We have bulk barn. You can go make your own nut butter there. They have a little machine that does it.
I think I can do
Uh-uh.
that on a store called Winco around here, but I don't know if the like the ones that I saw they just come super thick, and I spend a couple more minutes in it after it's all melted in butter. Like I want it I want to pour it.
Yeah.
So I gotta see how that goes, but maybe. I mean, the thing is, I don't want to spend like 30 minutes on the grocery store being just waiting now, just here chilling.
You could do it while you shop, I'm sure.
Yeah, I just leave it there running and then come back and then someone takes it and then I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, no, that meal was
Restart.
fire though, bro. I'm definitely adding that to the mix.
I am very happy.
I'm sure I'm not gonna get a lot of things that I want for a little bit. That's for sure. We got some
Can
things
you,
to clean up.
first of all, before you tell us and the people about your new coach, but can you please tell him to put a Ninja Creamy meal for you, please?
Well, so this is a big reason why I wanted to choose this guy because I told you I liked how you and Dom were very, are
Collaborative,
more on a
yes.
yeah. Like it's you are able to do things you want to do because he trusts you in XYZ. And that was one of the first things he said whenever, we started talking was like, I want this, he said, I want this to be more of a collaborative thing because he knows like, we're, like I said, we've had a relationship prior. So that was one thing that's really nice. But obviously at the end of the day, I'm getting a coach because I want someone to tell me what to do essentially that
Yeah.
I trust, knows more. So at the end of the day I'll do what he needs me to do, but it will be probably more of in that sense. And now I think with the way that I like, even if he told me like here's your macros, you make everything, like my meal plan would still be all whole foods at this point.
Yeah.
Like I'm so conditioned to those, like yeah sure I like my something here and there, but like genuinely on a day to day like fucking uh, nut butter and bananas and chicken and rice taste good. So it's like I'll be fine if I need to, build some stuff in there. So I will definitely be putting a Ninja Creamy somewhere in there for sure.
I will say though that for example, people who just have a meal that it's only a Ninja Creamy, unless you're like on prep and that's the only macros you can afford, I really don't like having just that. Like I want to have like whole foods and then as part of the meal the Ninja Creamy, even if it's with less protein.
I
That's
would
why.
probably just use it at night. Like, man, I get I mean, I'll smoke a little something at night,
Yeah,
and even though
yeah,
I
but
can
still, I
control
would like to
myself, I
have
don't
like
want
the
to if I don't have to.
entree. I would still prefer to have the entree and the creamy.
I guess you're trying to like create a restaurant experience with every meal. I see. I don't do that.
I'm just trying to make it as simple as possible. But I
Farren,
don't know.
are you still actively like bodybuilding? I know you said you did at one point, but I wasn't sure. Still
Yeah,
competing and stuff.
yeah, it's like it's definitely a hobby lifestyle for me. I mean, I treat it
Yeah.
like I'm a pro, but I
Yeah.
don't have any set plans to compete again until
Okay.
I want to put on some size. I competed in 2024, the summer of 24. So I was around 200 ish pounds, but I want to be like 230 when I'm on stage next time
Mm.
because I'm 5'11.
How?
So
Oh, that'll be a good size, bro.
yeah,
Very good
How
size.
much? How much you weigh right now?
around 250.
Nice, fucker.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to be that weight again, man. Fuck.
Where
What
you at,
are
Caden?
you a classic?
No, bodybuilding.
What do you do? Bodybuilding?
Yeah.
What am I at? I'm
Yeah.
at like 227 to 229 ish.
Oh, matchy, matchy.
Yeah, something around there. Yeah, but I don't. But I should be not that.
Yeah, that's true.
You're pretty
Yeah,
lean
fair.
though.
And remember,
What'd you say?
You're pretty lean right now, correct?
I mean, my head says fuck no since I was peeled a month ago. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not too far up above my stage weight, but um, I miss it though. I miss being that
And
lean.
how tall are you?
It's like 6'3".
Yeah, so you need to be
So
fit. And you compete
Yeah,
in
so his
classic.
229 is definitely not my 229.
no, it's not at all. No, it's not at all.
I'm like, bro,
No.
I'm seeing the scale. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of like, okay, what the fuck's going on now?
Yeah. So how are you feeling about that? Because I'm not going to be able to put it in for a while, but we obviously already talked about that is going to be part of the plan. But I know
Yeah.
you said you had what? Because I couldn't really tell through the text message. What are your thoughts on the new
So
GH that you
just
got?
to have Farren catch up, I started GH. I finally find like a good source thanks to our friend right here, and I started it on Friday. I was 223 on Friday. I am 229 today. I did not change meal plan. I did not change anything.
And
How
you
many
don't, and your weight doesn't spike like that.
No. The only thing that did spike was from on Sunday I went to Brazilian steakhouse. I don't know if you guys ever been to.
Yeah.
So they just keep bringing you meat and meat and meat and meat. And so I went there, but
Pause.
yeah,
Never mind.
you good?
You didn't get it. You didn't get it.
Oh,
I said pause. Just keep
so
going, bro. You were talking about them
gotcha.
bringing you meat. All right. I was
Yeah.
just being
So
immature.
it was just extra protein. I didn't like I had only a little
Yeah.
bit of sides and maybe like those cheese breads that they give you in Brazilian steakhouse, but that's it. And then I also skipped 2 meals because I ate so much protein. I was still full.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
So
How many
that did
IU's?
spike my
Five?
weight a little bit. What was that?
How many IU's? 5?
2.
Fuck off.
I
He
swear to
goes
God.
fuck. He goes fuck off. Oh shit.
Just
That's
2
weird.
AUs. And I'm like, what the hell?
Like
So to
usually
answer
I
your question, yeah.
usually I can equate like usually for myself anyway. Typically I know like per IU it's gonna usually equate to about a pound that's gonna sit on. So like if I even up to 10 IU, I know it's gonna be around 10 pounds. If I'm at 6, it's probably gonna float around 6. It's very odd, but that's how it works
Damn,
for me.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly have
I'm
no
gonna
idea.
take like 20 IUs a day then.
I mean, if you can afford it, fuck, I would. If you can afford it and your hands can tolerate it.
Shit,
See,
dude.
that was his problem the first time, so I'm interested to see how it goes this time.
Yeah, honestly, so far I've seen like I knock out at night. I just sleep like a baby,
That's good.
surprisingly, which I like it. But yeah, no, it's just the weight kept climbing and kept climbing, and I'm like, holy fucking a! My midsection after the text I sent you today was a little bit still blurry, but it was still tight. It wasn't like I gained 6 pounds of fat or anything of the
Nothing
like.
you're
So
worried about is what you're saying.
no, but it still makes me a little bit uncomfortable because obviously, like putting 6 pounds in like less than a week, it's a little bit shocking.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
and you
But
don't want it to keep happening like that.
yeah, my blood pressure is still good. Like it's still like 115 over 72, around that number,
Good.
75, 70, 70, 67. On my the first one is like 115, 110, so it's still perfect.
Yeah.
And my blood glucose was 72 this morning, so I don't know. It's interesting. And then also we have the tea that I just started the new vial. Probably like this will be the third week maybe, or actually second week because I started like halfway through. And so my last vial was apparently either underdose or it was just seed oil because my I did my lab work taking 300 a week and it came at like 700. I'm
Yeah.
like, that is the nattiest tea levels I had ever.
Yes.
So
I'm getting my blood work done hopefully next week, so I want to see what mine looks like too in that range cuz we've been using
yeah,
the same stuff.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's under because another
So
client
you
of
screwed
mine,
me over.
yeah, another client of mine also came at like 400. I'm like,
Ah,
shit.
fuck. All right. Well,
So
that's good news, I guess, for me though, because one of the things so my last blood work was right before prep. My estrogen actually way down from the previous one, and it was in a decent range. But it's more my EGFR, CRP, those kinds of
Mm.
things that are not in a great spot. Now I've been
Your
running
CRP was
600.
always super high.
It's always super high, and
Yeah.
um, I've been running like that's when I told him like, dude, I haven't been under 600 tests in 2 years, and I was on over a gram for a good amount. He was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. So when we pull this down, he's like, don't hate me, but I'm pulling you back down to like 200. I'm like, fuck, like it has been so long since I've been at a regular
Mm.
TRT cruise dose. I'm about to feel like a bitch, but this is what
Who's
it
your
is.
coach?
I just started with his name's Larry Wilson. Do you know Scooby Health?
Yeah.
John Theobald, Jason Theobald, not John. Jason Theobald. He coaches for their team.
Okay.
But yeah.
And
But
you with
I
Dom?
was no, I was with Justin. Matias is with Dom. I was with
You were
Justin previously.
like Mahaley?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's who I was with the last 2 years. But obviously with ECA and stuff, he's pretty backed off coaching. So unfortunately,
Do you have a coach,
had
Farren,
to,
or you
had
coach
to
yourself?
hook someone with
Yeah,
those.
I work with a local guy here. His name is Brandon Pennington. Um, he actually coached Kellen Wilson, who is classic physique. He made it to the Olympia stage last year. Good pro
Nice.
Oh
bodybuilder.
yeah.
So yeah, he's a good coach, good friend of mine. But I've worked with a few coaches. Primarily I've worked with coaches out of the UK in the
hmm
past, and yeah, pretty
There's a lot
much.
of good ones there too.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I fell in love with bodybuilding. Was like
Yeah.
finding Jordan Peters and just
Yeah.
like I was just basically obsessed with him for years, and yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
basically established my training and found my coaching and just like found my passion
Yeah.
in life really. So
Yeah. I feel that. I had I mean Justin was that guy for me. I found Justin when I first started, just getting into the gym, and that was kind of exactly my path, where it was just like he motivated me, and that's where I got a lot of my, base from, and what I kind of really dove into bodybuilding. So I'm sure we all have someone a little something like that. That got us into it.
yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
But as
What
far
what what were
as
you looking for coaches all the way into the UK though? Like you mentioned plural, so I'm guessing more than Jordan Peters.
Yeah, I never actually worked with Jordan. I worked with a coach. His name is Dan Bastick. Worked with him for like 5 years. He was an absolutely amazing coach. I was probably a complete nightmare for him to deal with, but um, he,
Why is that?
I don't know. I could just be difficult sometimes, but yeah, we worked together for a long time, and yeah, I ended up he brought me into my first show and stuff, and yeah, I just love the UK style of coaching. I just loved how like detail oriented they were. Obviously, I live in Canada, so I have lots of
Yeah.
uh, friends locally and even in the states, and I obviously see everybody's plans. Like, somebody's with a coach, they send me their plan, I see it, right? And I always loved how like the guys in the UK approach things very detailed. Yeah, so that's kind of always why I worked with them. It was a like major inconvenience with like the time change and everything,
I
but
bet.
I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
How
wasn't
many
that one of
competitions have you
the?
done?
Oh, sorry.
Just to myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't that one of the things that you didn't like about considering coaches from over there, Caden? When I mentioned Bosa Bodla?
I mean, there's always that. That's always,
Yeah.
a thought of an issue. But I mean, so many guys have
Oh,
coaches,
yeah, I
that have that
actually
time difference.
yeah, I actually heard that about how detailed they are. I didn't heard of it, but every time I see someone from the UK or an athlete talking about a coach from the UK, they always mention this or they always show their plan and how everything is very, very well calculated. And I would say like me and Kaden are the same way. Like we like that. That's one
Yeah.
of the things why I went with Dom. He's just very, very meticulous with every single
hmm
thing, and
Yeah.
that's what Kaden was looking for and why he was trying to like kind of like I wouldn't say struggling, but
I was,
hesitant to
dude.
go with anyway. Yeah.
Well, just because I'm very like I don't think guys are picky enough, and that's the problem. I know who I'm gonna mesh well with. I know, like that's why, like, dude, I got on the phone with Kyle Wilkes, who's and you
Mm.
ask that you look at industry as a whole. It's like, oh, he's one of these top guys. He's coaching Coach Nick and has all these whatever. Like, I got on the phone with him and just like I already knew, like, if I go this route, I'm gonna have issues. So it's like it wasn't. It's not one of those areas where I'm wanting to settle, if that makes
It
sense.
doesn't even
Which
matter how
essentially,
much. It doesn't even matter like how much fucking. The only thing that matters is how well you get along with your coach and how well you can work with your
exactly,
coach. The
Yeah.
only
dude,
thing that matters.
exactly. That's why I tell everybody that I talk to, I'm like, there's people who I've literally told, like, yeah, no, I'm not, I don't care if I won't be able to pay my rent if I without taking you on. I don't want to work with you because like it's just bad vibes. You're already saying the wrong things. Like I can't not liking working with you, and you can't not like working with me because it has to be a. But there's so many coaches that coach on a surface level, not really in depth whatsoever, and are giving such surface level plans that like it doesn't require that relationship. But I personally, I don't know about you two, but I have a really hard time. I need to not get as involved versus I need to be more involved, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? With clients. I think I definitely need to work on the boundary lines because I'll get, you know, um, make these personal connections with people because like that's how I like to coach when they open up to you and feel, like they can trust you and actually tell you things. And I feel the plan works a lot better, but it will get to a point where, you know, you have 50, 60, 70, 80 people who you're doing that with, like you're going to spread yourself way too thin. So it's a very like fine line, I feel like, as a coach to be able to provide that environment, but also not overstep so you don't get burnt the fuck out.
I got a question on that aspect actually, about not from the perspective of a coach, but from the perspective of an athlete. What do you think when you, like, let's say you put yourself as a client, when you look to hire someone just to form a friendship, let's say?
No, definitely not that. Definitely not. I wouldn't say a friendship, but more of a. So okay, we're all in ECA, right? There's a lot of in the functional health space. You understand how much lifestyle, stress, like just personal things are going to affect whatever Especially if we're working on like a health kind of fix where it might be something gut related or whatever.
Yeah.
Those lifestyle things are so important. So it's like I guess what I mean is I want people to feel comfortable opening up a little bit, It can't go to a certain extent. Like there's some times where I have to be like, look, dude, we don't need to talk about these things.
Yeah.
We're just rambling about things that don't matter. But you also need to be able to feel like you can share as much, personal things as you feel comfortable with. Because like if there's tons of stress from XYZ going on and you don't feel comfortable talking about it with me for whatever reason because I've made you feel like that and that's affecting our plans and we're hitting walls because I don't know about this thing, like I don't ever want to run into that, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Do you want to know who one of my favorite coaches in like the industry is? And he's super successful, and I love his personality, and I love the way he positions himself on social media, markets, and everything. His name is Christian Chapman. Go check him out. He's from the UK,
That
but
sounds familiar.
dude,
Very familiar.
he's an absolute stud, and he's been coaching for, I don't know, I want to say like 6 years now, and he's like developed a complete empire. He does really well. I mean, I don't know how much he makes, but he drives beautiful cars, McLarens, whatnot. Travels
It's
lots.
got to be a good bit then.
But one thing he always prides himself in is like he doesn't do anything. He doesn't push marketing. He just shares himself. He puts his face out
Yeah.
there. He puts himself out there. People know what he does,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, and one thing that he prides himself in is his service. Like he
Yeah.
delivers quality service. Like he probably makes well into the six figures, if not seven a year, and he's working, 9, 10, 11 at night on vacation, writing new plans. Like he's always working, always delivering results, always getting back to his people. And that's why he's, so successful, right? Because he cares about his clients. I think there should be like obviously a boundary with yourself, right? Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going out for supper and stuff, right? But you got to set that boundary up. But I
I
definitely
agree.
stand. You should be there for your people, right? Like these
I
people are
agree.
helping you live the life you want to live. You're helping them
Exactly.
live the lives they want to live, right? So, it's a give and take kind of
100%.
relationship, right?
I agree 100%. Yeah, and that's a perfect point. And I think like you said, they're helping us too in a sense. And that's like it's such a 50-50 relationship where some people take it as like a you know, less than that, but I tell my people all the time like, "Oh my god, this guy.
Like, what is going on with this guy?
Oh my god, now he dropped this
He's
fucking
out.
guy."
It's
We'll
just
wait
me
for
and
him
you.
to hop back in. Jesus. I'm gonna have to edit all this up.
Yeah, probably. Can you hear
Hey
me
man,
now?
do you want to? Yeah. You want to stick around this time? We good?
Dude, I don't know what's going on with the mic.
You're good now. So you're
I
good
don't
now.
touch it. I don't do anything. Whatever. Anyway,
But
You're
but
here now.
I tell everybody I'm like the people who come in and really like actually run the plan well and are communicative and actually show that they give a shit about what your guys are doing there. I like, and I tell them that all the time. I appreciate them so much because especially when you said you've been coaching for how many, like a couple years, right?
Yeah, 2.5,
I
3
would
years.
say I've been coaching. I've been coaching properly for about that amount of time too. The few years before I, lined up with Justin and everybody in ECA and everything were definitely not the coach I am now. But when you're in those earlier stages too, it's like you need people to come in and perform because you need to be able to show yourself like, okay, you're proving your coaching skills to yourself. But if you have someone who comes in and they just don't do really anything, they're on and off, they just don't give their effort to the plan, you're not really able to tweak your coaching styles. You're not really able to, show yourself that you know what you're doing and your processes are actually working and you don't need to adjust them. So like those, I appreciate those clients so much because like you said, they allow us to get credibility, show that credibility, which brings more people, which allows us to live more of the life we want to live. So, I always try to make it very clear, though, those people are going to get as much energy from me as I got. The people who come in and just aren't giving me any effort, I'm gonna have a real hard time giving you any effort. Like this, it's got to be a get. Like you said, it's a give and take, dude. So if you're giving
Yeah,
me 10%, what do you expect me? You expect me to give you 100%? You're giving me 10.
yeah,
Like
exactly,
so, some
exactly.
coaches might be like, on the last podcast we were talking about. I think we were talking about the in-person training stuff.
mm,
Um, and one of the guys that was running one of the gyms that I did in-person training at told me one time, he was like, I don't give a shit if these people ever get results. All you got to do is keep them happy so they keep paying you. Fuck you. Plain and simple, dude. Fuck you. That was like my last straw. I think I quit a couple weeks later. I was like, fuck this.
Well, the thing is I'm sure all three of us can get anyone results, but it's kind of just like any business mentorship. Like they might have the tools, but is it going to be like a guaranteed outcome? Not a chance. Like there is an input aspect from the other side as well, right?
1,000%.
Like if you're not going to put in, you're not going to take out.
Yeah, 100%. What do you what's your kind of like what are the main people you coach? Is it bodybuilders, men, women, functional?
Mainly just lifestyle, primarily men
Yeah.
right now, like 40s, late 40s.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm primarily lifestyle clients.
What are
I
like the
enjoy it
biggest
much more anyway.
so, me too, honestly. I mean, I love bodybuilding, so you love getting those bodybuilders that are really, into it, like I said, but lifestyle is fun too. Just giving people a enjoyable life is such a fun thing to do these days, which is fucked up to have to say. But
very rewarding,
what
honestly.
what'd you say?
It's very rewarding.
It is, yeah. Especially when you get to, do the fun things. Like if you do have someone that's dealt with, I had a guy where he had dealt with gut issues probably, IBS, SIBO, those things for years, years and years and years, and now has like zero of those issues. And like you get a message that's like, dude, 29 years of my life has sucked because of this, and now that's over. And you get those kind of emotional messages, and that's like where it's like, okay, you know, I'm sure putting someone on, I haven't necessarily put anybody on stage or anything, but I'm sure that feels great. But that I can't feel better than those things. I feel like, but
As
Yeah,
a
I have some
personal
guys competing this
experience,
year. It's gonna be fun.
yeah, as a
yeah.
personal experience with putting people on stage, it's very positive, but also could be a negative emotional experience
Hmm.
because like we are competitors and we get very very competitive and very invested in the results and everything. So obviously, if your guy is peeled to the bone, but then you see someone who is a little bit of a softie, um, and for whatever reason it beats them, you're, even though if it would make sense by the judges for you as the coach, you're like, you
I
kind of
see
want
what
to
you're saying.
break something, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
but it is as long as when you see your client getting happy about the results, about the experience and how he looked and everything, it becomes easier to carry, and then you kind of like get contagious from those emotions as well. And
Hmm.
usually, unless it's someone who is like, I don't know, I don't even kind of know the personality, but the very few people that I've had put on stage, they were all like extremely excited about looking that way and being able
Yeah.
to do such thing, especially the first time competitors. It makes it more emotional.
Yeah. It's probably harder if you have someone that like loses their mind if they don't win or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's fucking inevitable. That's called
Dude,
bodybuilding. It's just
I
I
know.
body.
know.
You will
Like,
lose more times than you
doesn't
will win.
matter what you think, you or the coach or the athlete. All that matters is what the fucking judges think on that given day, right? So,
Yeah.
like, it's a
That's
brutal
what
sport.
I know, dude. It sucks, man. It sucks, but
Yeah, put five
it's a
years,
part of
put
it.
5 years of like growth, years of growth. 6 months into dieting to like get shit on. You don't get the position you feel like you deserve. Like that's the
That
sport.
was that
Love
was
it or leave
literally
it.
me. That was literally me in November, dude. I mean, I did a 4 year fucking off season, got absolutely stomped. That's what it was. I got my fiance was obviously there with me, and she was like, I was ready to not be able to talk to you for the rest of the night, but like, because she thought I was gonna lose my shit or something. But I was I was like, give me 15, 20 minutes, and I'll be all right. I just
Yeah.
had to
It's hard to
take a sec,
remind
but
ourselves in the moment, but like the only thing that really matters is that we like achieved our goal and more
yeah.
than likely improved on what we our previous state, right? So
And I think for some, I talk about this all the time, especially with like younger guys. Like so many people are getting into it for the wrong reasons now, especially now. And it's like the only time that would make you enter that emotional state where you're like freaking out or you're like so pissed you're throwing shit or whatever is like if you look back after that and realize I didn't really like doing all this anyways. For the people who look back and are like, still loved training, still loved being fucking diced, still loved prep, still loved XYZ. You're not like, and then you have to add on top of it that you didn't fuck up your prep by cheating on your diet or skipping cardio or whatever. You add if you feel good in both of those places, it's really hard to be that mad afterwards. Like you should be a little pissed, or you're
yeah,
probably not competitive enough. But it
yeah.
shouldn't, the people that are after that are like, "Fuck this! I'm not doing this again." Blah blah blah. You probably shouldn't have ever done it in the first place. Being real with you, you don't get the 500,000 Instagram followers from being lean, just like every other person on everybody's feed is. Like you're not as special as you think you are. That's what I had to learn pretty early.
Yeah.
Plus, everyone is like, of course, we see all the highlights, and we think that because we see so many people winning, we're like, they don't. We think like they don't lose as much, even more than they win. But
Yeah.
in reality, how many people out of like so many competitors, how many people do we really see that they just won their pro card within 3 shows? Like the first time competing, the second one, the third one, nationals pro card. There are
That
very few, but
guy, dude, the guy who competed against me last year. I'm actually coaching him right now, just helping him
No
retire.
way.
I'm actually helping him retire from bodybuilding. But Marcelo Alfonsi, you can look it up. But he competed against me in 2024 in the Van Pro, won overall, went on to the get his IFBB Pro card the next day. Went on to competing and I think winning. I don't want to say the exact number, but numerous pro shows in the States. I think he won Chicago, and then he went and competed at the Olympia, all in the matter of 6 months, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So like, look at me, dude. I trained for 2 years, did a hard prep for 6 months, and then Marcelo shows up, fucking Olympia caliber
What are you
athlete,
supposed to do? You can't. Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
destroys everybody.
Fuck,
It's just
dude.
sad.
Yeah, you just can't be mad at it. It is one of those. It's funny because I actually, before I got with this coach that I'm with now, I asked him, just kind of like a raw opinion on, what do you think, kind of the potential is for me, this and that. And like he gave me a very honest answer, which is ultimately why I wanted to go with him, because I need someone that's honest like that and not just kind of like a hype man. But you kind of have this realization too. At least for me, I had a realization the more and more I got into bodybuilding that like, fuck, no matter what you do, you're not going to be the greatest in the world at what you love the most. Like that's a hard pill to swallow for a second, but it's a must if you're going to, not let it destroy you. But that's the reality for 99.9% of people who fucking bodybuild, bro. But you get on Instagram and you just see the 1%. So you just have to like, it's really hard to just tell yourself like, that's a very few number of people on earth, but that's all you see all day long. I got to stop getting on Instagram so much, to be honest, or unfollow a lot of people.
Or you just need to stop comparing and put it that way. Or you're gonna
I'll just
end
unfollow
up
them.
being resented every time you
Nah.
get fourth place.
At this point, I'll be happy to get that. I didn't even get close to that.
Oh,
I'd be happy to get fourth. I didn't even place. So
That's funny. I was actually just reading Nico Medina. I just like opted in for one of his 30-page guides. But he
yeah,
was talking about this, making content and shit like that. And he's like, at the end of it, he's like, notice how I didn't fucking give you any like guidelines. I didn't tell you how I make content. I didn't tell you any of this shit because it doesn't fucking matter and it doesn't fucking work.
mm-hmm.
And anybody who's
Yeah,
telling you that shit is just like, whatever,
mm-hmm.
And he, at the end of it, he's just like, all that matters is that you just be yourself, just like
Yeah,
true authentic, and that's all it really comes down to. Like there's no magic guideline, and
yeah,
and that kind of goes for everything. Like you just got to do you, just be authentic to yourself. That's what's going to pay off in the end. Like you can
yeah,
make content all day, like expecting to go viral, and at the end of it, he's like, I've been doing this since fucking social media existed. That's like plus 10 years. Like I'm at
mm-hmm.
80,000 followers. Like don't
Yeah,
expect it to happen. Don't expect to go viral. It's
yeah,
not gonna fucking happen. So just focus
yeah.
on like the micro wins, which is just being you. Just
Yeah.
build your authentic self.
That's always been my biggest struggle. I feel like, especially just just figuring out how to do that for me, especially putting stuff out on the internet. I think I have like this idea of, I feel like we all have this though, but like this idea of who you are should be and living in those lines, and like, me just trying to keep the things that I think other people will see as XYZ, keep those out of the box and just keep what I feel like people, feel like I should be, keep that in the box. And that's been breaking that habit has been the hardest thing, I think, for me at least, when it comes to posting content.
I
Which is
honestly,
weird because like in person I'm an open book, where like you ask me a question, I won't really hide anything, but I won't actively put it out there myself for whatever reason.
I can 100% relate with that. Like when Justin was saying about the what was it, personal content and then value content? What was it yesterday? I
Mm-hmm.
believe.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have no idea, and I'm on Nick Comodina's mentorship as well. I
Oh, are you?
struggle so much, yeah, to put content out that it's me personally, like right now. This the content that I put from the podcast is probably the closest it gets to me being like personal, because I just don't know how to or what to even say when I'm
Yep.
recording myself. Like I have no idea. But if I'm
Hmm.
having a conversation with someone else, it's much easier. And I don't know how people, I envy people who does it so naturally. And nowadays you see those succeed pretty quickly. I
Hmm.
see it very, very often, even on Nick's mentorship, how people post their wins. Some people start posting themselves like naturally, and boom, 10K, 15K months, 20K months, and they just started doing it after 3 weeks. And it's, I don't know what goes through their mind. I always been more of like a visual learner, or kind of like tell me what to do or how to do it one or two times and then I got it easy. But now this is more
That's the
like,
one thing you can't
exactly,
tell
they
someone how to
can't
do
tell you
that.
because
Yeah.
it's your personality, it's your own thing. So that's like my biggest challenge when
You're
I'm
like,
like,
damn,
how the
dude,
fuck
come
do you
on,
do
just
it?
tell me how to be. Just tell me how to be, and I'll do that.
Give me the guidelines, Nick.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fucking hard.
Yeah, social media is. I really wish that it wasn't a necessity for us to make money, but it is, unfortunately. But I will say the biggest thing I broke in, and I don't know how your social media profile is, Farron, but or like where your followers are at and stuff. But that's one thing completely stopped giving a fuck about this year, and it feels great for sure
The
because I
followers.
could care less. Yeah, I could care less about that. Likes, I just need like I do love to see shares and saves. I don't give a fuck about followers and likes just because now I've had definitely not like where I want to say things stop at, but I've definitely had months income wise where it's like okay, very clear to me that I can make good money with right where my followers are at. So I no longer give two shits about that. Now I just have to make it super consistent at that point, but it's definitely possible. But that's something that also kept me, having issues with content because it's like, what can I make this going to make people follow? What's going to make that's going to go viral? Like there was a couple of weeks in a row where I intentionally made videos that I didn't really want to post or that weren't maybe educational or client transformations or that kind of stuff. It was just stuff that I was like, I know for a fact this is going to get 20 times the views my shit normally does. And every single time it did. And then that one did like it's still going every day it's going. It's like 200 something thousand or 300,000 views. I knew that was going to do it, but it brought nothing. It was some stupid like meathead post. So it's like, yeah, I could post things that are going to do really well every day, but it brought me nothing. So why would I keep doing that?
It's like my sourdough post. I still
Yeah,
kept
like
getting
you,
followers from Aunt Susie and Grandma Karen, and I'm like,
maybe that should be your new client demographic, bro. Hey,
no.
listen. Probably pretty easy to coach. Probably have money they're ready to get rid of, and they're probably
I
not going to take up a lot
don't
of your time.
I don't think so, honestly. I'm not trying to judge or sound so
Not 70
judgmental.
and older.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not a geriatric
I'm
coach. Yeah.
like, what are you even doing with social media anyway? But okay. I'm
What
proud
are
that you
like
know how to
the
use it.
what are like the top things you see with your like your clientele, Farron? Like like issues that you're dealing with.
Most people just want to get in better shape. I would say,
Hmm.
just look better, look good naked, feel good.
What's usually like the things you because I feel like I'm starting to get into a very good groove of like okay, every dude that I bring in has these problems and feels like this. Like they're very mirroring each other. Like, do you have any? Maybe it's lifestyle, maybe it's diet, maybe it's this and that are the barriers for those people that you have to fix when they come in to get them to those good physiques.
I'd say primarily like most of my clients are like men in their late 40s, early
Hmm.
50s, like I said. So
Yeah.
those individuals are going through like lots of life changes, um, I hate to say it, but some of them are going through like divorces and things
Yeah.
like that. The
Yeah.
others are like just growing their businesses, or like workload's crazy, stress is crazy. So that's probably the biggest factor with most of my clients is just like managing stress and managing
Mm-hmm.
like all lifestyle stress, right? So
Yep.
once we can kind of finally get that in control, then we can kind of start making progress. But that's by far like the biggest focus. Like when we start up is, stress
Mm-hmm.
management, like we always harp about, like training is not everything. Obviously, if you're
Yep.
fucking stressed out, inflamed, under recovered, not sleeping, living on caffeine, like you're not going to make progress, right? So those are all the things that I like to stabilize first with people. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, that's pretty pretty universal with people nowadays,
I would
right? Like
agree.
we all live a pretty busy lifestyle. Like the world's changing fast, and you got to move fast to keep up, right? So everybody's pretty stressed out, tapped out, at their limits. So it's kind of just regaining some time for yourself, right? Like that's what
Yep.
I got to remind myself that some days too, right? Like you got to
Yes.
take a moment for yourself, like fuck, even 10 minutes if you can, right? Because that makes a world of a difference. Like I even got guys working the oil field, like run big companies, and like man, just even find 15 minutes in the day just to like sit in your truck and close
Yeah.
your eyes, and just like think about some things, or pull out a notebook and write some things you're grateful for down. Like these things they seem like ridiculous, but they pay off, they pay off huge.
They do. Yeah. That stress and I that destimulation time, like even I mean, fuck, you got the notifications on for any group message in ECA. Even those alone stress me out. It's like 20 every couple seconds. But
Yeah, I
that's
shut all
I
of them off.
literally me too. I literally have something in because that's something I focus on a lot with the guys that I work with too, and the women. Like you said, it's pretty universal. I literally have something in. I know Matias doesn't have it. You might have the app, but the Elite OS app, like I have a section in there that's one of the daily habits is literally you have to sit and do something like you just described. Whether it's journaling, whether it's literally just closing your eyes, going on a walk, whatever it
Mhm.
is. Like you have to have some destimulation time for yourself every day because that's been a a huge thing that has helped the people I work with too. I mean, like you said, everybody's stressed out and super busy, unless you're a kid, and even then, most times they're stressed out and busy too. So
Yeah, even then
everybody
they're
needs that
sitting on their phone all day, ripping video games, ripping TikTok. Like
melting the brain.
humans are going to be different. Humans are going to be a lot different in the next 20 years. Like the world's going to change surprisingly fast in the next 10 years. I don't think anybody's ready for
I
it.
agree. I agree, especially with all the AI shit and all that.
Yeah, it's going to be
Speaking of
unreal.
speaking of which, I'm not gonna lie, I envy sometimes the people who have the ability to not care at all, to give absolute no fucks, and they are just relaxed playing video games when like they're on a school break or like college break or whatever. They don't have to worry about, I don't know, going to work or whatever. And I'm like, it must be nice, but how is that setting you for adult life? Because one, like eventually you're not going to be able to do that for the rest of your life unless you
No,
don't expect to live such a long life. Honestly, I'm sorry to say that, but it's like eventually the real life will just swallow you whole, and it's just like, man, it's a big
well,
price to
that's
pay.
that's
That's
the
why I said
thing.
yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's why I said find 10 minutes, because like, yeah, honestly, most people want to strive and succeed these days, right? And like, what is balance? Fuck balance. There is no balance, right? So, but you got to
yeah,
find
at
like
all
those
costs.
in the day that you can set aside for yourself, or you're gonna burn out, right?
Yeah. Well, and for those people too, I think this our society, especially today, breeds a lot of laziness too. And like to your point, Matthias, like, oh, I envy the people that can be like that. Those people are, in my opinion, broken. Because the stress, like again, we talked about this on a different podcast. Like nothing is inherently good or bad. You have to learn how to use everything that your body is giving you as a tool. And for me, like the stress or the maybe worry or like that anxiousness of like when maybe you are sitting still and not moving forward. For me, a lot of that time, it only happens when that's my body telling me you got to do more. There's something that you needed to do that you're not doing. It's your body pushing you forward. But like when I think about I remember yesterday, it's like once I get all these check-ins done and once I get all this work done and I go to the gym, like I know I'm going to feel calm after that. I'll find my 10 minutes, my 15 minutes after that. But I can't do that until I do XYZ because I'm going to be stressed out and because I didn't take care of the responsibilities yet. So that's like, instead of that stress being more of like a bad thing, kind of use it as a motivator of some sorts, or like my body just telling me, hey, you need to go take care of those things. You know, you got to get done before you sit on your ass, because having that time to yourself is important, but also a lot of people take that time first. Go do the shit you need to do first and then find that time. You haven't even started the day yet. Do we need to be sitting around and scrolling the phone and chilling and relaxing? Probably not. But
Hey, don't attack me. That's me during my breakfast.
hey, hey, but at least you're doing something productive. At least you're eating.
That's true.
That's pushing the needle forward in one of your endeavors, at least. At
Dude, I
least.
swear to God. I have my morning so structured and set up that if you disrupt any of the patterns, yeah, I'm gonna be pissed. Do you guys have like a specific morning thing that you like to do, Farren, Caden?
Oh yeah.
Well, I have my routine that I always do, but it's just cardio, morning drink, cardio, shower, shots, food.
Yep. Sounds like a good morning.
Dude, I have it timed. I don't have it like time specifically, but I know that I need to do everything by certain time, or if not, it will put me behind.
I've never met someone so unbelievably, like, it pisses me off how meticulous he is. Got the cat. That's a good haircut.
Yeah, he just got a haircut. Ziggy, say hi.
He looking fresh.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful cat.
Can you hear that, Ziggy?
I need to give my cats a shave, I guess.
See you later.
I got one that's a really long fur that needs cut, but yeah, Matias is
That costs like
annoyingly
$400, dude.
meticulous for the haircut.
Yeah, I mean, I have to get it done like twice a year because he just gets like matted up and shit. Right?
Damn.
He doesn't like being brushed very much. He's a
Yeah.
sassy one.
Yeah, $1,000 a year on
$400 for a
haircuts is
haircut.
crazy.
Yeah, right.
But I guess,
'Cause
but I
he's a
guess,
date dude. Right.
but I guess if you're only doing it twice a year, like if I got a haircut, if I get a haircut once a month, like that'll probably add up to around the same.
Bro, I changed the tires of my car with that money. What the hell?
You can get it done for cheaper, but it's like then they don't sedate them, and then you gotta fucking hold the cat like this, and they're flipping all around and shit, and it's super traumatizing for both the cat and you.
Yeah,
So,
Dude, my cats would lose their shit.
I've seen videos. They go wild. They go so wild.
yeah,
But I also like, for example, my sister has a cat, and I have not ever seen or heard she getting him a haircut.
Well, that's a very specific cat. He has this long,
not
very
common.
long
It's
hair.
just because he doesn't like being brushed, like on his back. He doesn't like it, so he gets mad at eventually, right? So I have to get it cut.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Just is what it is. My other
Said it
cat,
just is what it
Thompson,
is.
You can brush him; he loves it. So.
I'm a dog person at the end of the day.
Yeah, my wife
I got both.
got me into forced me into liking cats.
Like, I get the point. They are more chill. They're more relaxed. Like, but the thing is, like, I have.
They're not more. Who
I don't-
ever said that, dude? Cats are
Someone who doesn't have a cat, bro.
My
Someone who
cat
doesn't have a
Thompson
cat.
is a complete terrorist. He fucking destroys everything, man.
Well,
He
that's what I was
literally-
gonna go to. I mean, like, chill when it comes to like they don't want to play and things like dogs, but this clingy ass motherfucker, he's like always meowing and asking you to pet himself. And dude, if you don't feed him when it's time to eat,
Dude, they lose
Great.
their mind.
no, bro, he will not shut up. He will meow until
Same.
your ears go like break off.
Same. Mine
I'm
do
like,
that too.
bro.
Fat fucks. They're
Dude,
fat shits.
Fucker.
dude, mine has stole chicken from me. Mine stole vitamins. He's stolen needles out of my insulin bag. He's opened my vitamin drawer. He like wants to become a bodybuilder. I swear to God.
That's a good cat to have. They are
Yes.
though. They're evil, bro. They'll do like I had so in my bathroom I have like shelves up that like go up to almost to the ceiling, and we had two pictures of I have two cats, and there was two pictures, one of each of them up there, and one of them, the little asshole, jumped all the way up there and fucking just slapped
Oh.
the other one's picture off and shattered it. I swear to God, he did it on purpose, bro. It's like fuck you, whatever. But they are pretty. I mean, at the end of the day, though, they're way easier than a dog to take care of. God,
Yeah, for sure.
can leave them here whenever you leave, but my dog, I have to like find somebody to take care of them. I don't know what we're gonna do when we go to Vegas here in like a couple weeks. I'll figure that out at some
Did
point,
they
I
Oh yeah, you
guess.
don't have
say
family or
when the
anything.
meetup is?
What'd you say?
Did they say when the meetup is for ECA yet, or no?
I don't think so, but I think he said it's gonna be in like. What did he say? Didn't he say
I
like
believe.
somewhere weird?
I believe he's more towards no somewhere. No, I think it's gonna be in Austin, but I think it's
Oh,
gonna be more
I thought
towards
somebody
like
said Idaho.
May. I don't know.
Somebody threw
Oh
something like that in
no,
there.
maybe Florida because a lot of the people from ECA are in Florida. Wasn't
I
that?
did see Florida too. I actually typed back to that. Please come to Florida so I can
Yeah,
not leave. Stay
I
here.
can see both. Both like the possibility of either or happening, either Austin or Florida. Florida from convenience, but Austin because Justin's there.
Yeah. I wish he didn't have to like worry about it obviously being his house, but it'd be badass to do it at his house because his house is sick.
I mean, I don't think he would mind doing like one of the meetings in there. He
I don't
did
know, dude.
the
That's a lot.
Sammy's
That's
party.
probably a lot of people. I know. Yeah, but that's all like not as many people as ECA there would be probably.
Well, we also don't know how many people VCA would actually go.
I don't know. I'd say probably a bunch.
Mm,
The last meetup was good.
yeah, the TM one.
Yeah.
That was
Miss
fun.
those times, man.
I have the picture right here in front of me.
Miss those times. Great times. But
It was fun while it lasted.
he said it was fun while it lasted. Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
but I
Yes,
mean,
it
like,
was.
if you think about it, ever since after that, you start hearing from kind of like things wouldn't start going to shit with other people talking behind people's back, or other coaches, kind of like being the type of client you would not want to get. It's like, yeah, things. If you look at it from a couple steps back, things started going like a little bit negative after that meeting, and then
Yeah.
with the combination of everything in February, which big day is coming again.
Damn, man. It's crazy it's been that long already.
Yeah.
So much shit. Yeah, I mean, last year it's crazy how shit works out because it's like not a single thing went to my plans last year. I don't know about you guys, but my in positive ways. I mean, it turned out positively, but
Yeah.
you just have these expectations for shit, and it's like nothing ever works out that way. So I learned to stop having high expectations.
It's much easier with life is much easier with that.
Yeah. Have
Speaking,
you ever? Do you
yeah.
have a? Do you coach on your own, Farren, or have you ever worked with like a team?
Um, in person. You mean?
No, like with Justin's coaching team before, like he had Together More Fit, where it was like a coaching team.
Or like
No,
Scooby
I've
Hill.
never worked with a team.
I just like that was set up in a way to where had things continued to progress, and maybe he didn't make that shift or whatever, to where there's so many leads and things like you have to like hand them off to people. That's like the only I feel like there's a lot of coaching teams that don't have that. I don't see a point of it outside of you're here and you have so much that you can't even handle people coming in, that you have to have people under you to hand it off to. But outside of that, like, huh?
It's the empire more than anything, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just a continued growth of like financial growth within a business, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Do you
like
plan
what
on
can you handle 75 clients, 100 clients full time? But like, what if
even
your company
shit?
could take, what if you had 1,000 clients that wanted to work with you? Like, what does that
So
entail? What does that entail you doing? So like those coaches who, are already, like, let's say you have 100 clients, maybe they're making 500K a year, they could offer those next 100 clients to, a coach who doesn't have that lead generation yet, and pay them fuck even 150K, and they're profiting 350K off those 100 clients, right? So I think that's where it comes from more than anything. It's just an empire of business, right?
we've had this conversation about this thing before. What is that something that you plan on building for yourself?
Well, I mean, that'd be amazing, like, capability for sure. I think all of us would love that. Um, like, I don't foresee it in the near future though, right? My focus
Caden
is
will
growing,
disagree.
like, my business and Wisconsin coaching and my brand and Farren Brown as a coach more than
Of
anything.
course.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I,
like, I
I
would
think
love to see
that's
the company grow, and I'd love to help, hundreds of people. That'd be absolutely awesome if the capabilities are there and the possibilities are there, and we can, like, still deliver high quality valuable service. Then
yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I don't think there's
Yeah, yeah,
anything wrong
yeah.
with teams who do that. Like, I know a
No.
good bodybuilding coach out here. I won't name his name, but he has probably, eight coaches working under him, which is phenomenal. It just shows,
Very.
how high their roster is. And you don't even have to push it up to the 500K mark with 100 clients. I mean, you could do 50 clients at 250K, and then the
Mhm.
other, you know what I mean, just break it down even more. It just depends what your quality of service like, what your demand is like, how much work you can handle. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's something that I don't know. Like I don't think the level of things you would have to handle at that point, and like seeing working with together more, like we obviously got to see some of the behind the scenes stuff and what it really takes to be handling a team of that caliber. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if I want all of that responsibility,
yeah,
outside of taking on what I feel like I can take on.
no, to be
Because like
quite honest,
if I'm making 500K a year, you bet your ass major chunks of that is getting invested. So
yeah,
money
exactly.
wise,
Like, I'd rather be the same. Like, I would definitely set a cap on clientele, a capable earnings that, like, I see sufficient, and I would rather take that earnings and, invest in other things, like whether
yep,
that's opening a supplement company, maybe opening a gym, maybe like building blood work processing apps for people, maybe opening, like, better blood work availability services in Canada, because it's not really available here with our healthcare
really.
system. So, like, there's lots of cool possibilities, right?
What's the difference there? If you don't mind sharing with, like you said, it's different there with the like supplements and clinics and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, we do have, like, Health Canada, so they do restrict a lot of
Yeah,
supplements that, like, you guys have available in the states. Like, I can't even buy, like, DHEA here, for example.
really.
Um, yeah,
Like you
like, I
can't even
ordered
order it and have it sent to
No,
you.
I ordered some from the States with, like, progenolone and progesterone. And yeah, the border agency cut the bag open, took out the DHEA, taped it back up, sent me the rest. And then 4 weeks later,
That
they sent me
sucks,
the
dude.
paper in the mail. We seized one of your items. Yeah, thanks. I know. But
Yeah, like yeah. Well, I didn't get it, and I saw you cut my package open, so I
and we
got
do
that.
have we do have like, public health care here, but obviously with the free healthcare system, like, it's not the greatest. I mean, we have hospitals in Canada that go completely closed, like emergency centers, even in the Lower Mainland. Surrey, one of the biggest cities in the Lower Mainland, ER closes completely for overnight, whatever, due to lack of staff. Like they have lots of
Fuck, dude.
in the medical system here. And then with that, you can only get blood work through like a doctor, and then like the single lab company here on the West Coast is Life Lab. So there's no like going to separate lab
What?
companies and ordering labs, or like I can't
That makes your
order from Merrick Health for example, or I can't order from like ECA Labs, for example. I can't order from um, what's that AV company?
Yeah.
So it really
makes your
restricts.
job quite a bit harder, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I do have some like key like flows for people and clients. Like that's what I help a lot of people with, is like getting blood work done. We do have some like telehealth options you can book with doctors. They're a little bit easier to persuade than like never getting a doctor appointment in person. And then, my wife actually, she is a lab technician, so she takes
Sweet.
blood. But so she'll take my blood work, but for like normal people, like you have to wait weeks to get a blood work appointment. There's
It's
literally
ridiculous.
there's no other options. Nothing. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It'd be pretty hard to bodybuild there, I feel like. Goddamn.
Well, it's not hard. Like I've never had an issue in 10 years. I've never paid for blood work once. I've always had my blood work done like every 3 to 4 months, no issue. But everyone I speak with, that's not the case, right?
That's weird. So I mean, if you're helping people be able to do that easier, I'm sure that's a pretty good what would you call it? Like not a sales tactic, but like that's something that could
Sell
put
point.
you yeah, like a selling point. Like if
Yeah, I
you're
mean, it's
able to
definitely a
able to
huge
help people do
asset
that
in my
faster.
clients' health. Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure, it's huge.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Man, there's a give and take with everything, man. Like you said, free healthcare, but it's not the
Yeah,
best
it's what
over
you can
here. It's
expect from free healthcare. It's probably like the minimum necessary.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's terrible. It's
Yeah.
absolutely
Well,
terrible.
anything standardized like that, there's gonna be holes for so many people.
Yeah,
Like you said, there's got to be if it's gonna be free for everybody, then there's got to be caps places. So
the healthcare system is
Priorities goes
for
down.
broke. The healthcare system is created for broke people. That's what it's created for. Unfortunately, it's created for people with no money. You don't see super
yeah,
rich people in the hospital.
that's
You
true.
know why? 'Cause they have private hospitals. Like they're not in a general hospital. Like they're getting
That's
they're
true.
getting proper attention. They're getting proper medical attention. You don't get that at
Yeah,
general hospitals. I'm sorry.
And then
yeah,
even
and
that
you can.
I heard is not that good because, for example, when I saw Fuad's surgery, like how he tells it, he came to the U.S. to get it done because of how bad the medical system is in Canada.
Exactly.
Mm,
Right.
I was like, yes. I mean, if someone can have the money to do that, then absolutely. But even here, I would say that in Argentina, the healthcare system is much um in a better spot when it comes. Is I wouldn't say like the free ones. Like for what you get for the free one, you get a very good service. But even then, the private ones are not an arm and a leg, and they cover a lot. Like you don't have to still pay for your appointment when you're already paying $400 out of pocket. Same with a lot
Yeah.
of prescriptions. You just go there and they give it to you because you're actually paying a good chunk for your monthly premium. So,
so they group it all in.
mm. And
Yeah.
it's not that expensive either. It's not like you're paying again like half of your salary for it. You can get like the more expensive ones, but even the decent ones that are ones, for example, that I had, you still get very good coverage. I don't think I paid for an appointment ever, and still the prescriptions were relatively cheap or if not free already for what I had to get. Back then, just for information, I had asthma, so I had to get prescriptions for it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, if I want to
Chunky,
breathe, then
chunky
yeah,
Matias.
I know. Chunky Matias and with asthma.
Was
Sounds
that
like
Yeah,
aloe
but
vera juice?
Yeah, it is. It's a Costco one, actually.
Dang, you just drink bottles of that? Like
Yeah,
straight
it's.
aloe vera juice?
Can you take it? It's
You're a
wrong.
trooper. It's gross to me.
No, it's not. It's dude. It's like the stuff you get at gas. Like, have you ever had this? It's from the gas station. It's just like
Uh-uh.
aloe, and it has like chunks of like aloe floating around, It's so bomb, dude. It's so good.
No way.
Doesn't
No.
taste gross. It tastes like it's like
Aloe
sweet
juice
water.
with pulp?
Yeah, dude. It's so fucking good. It tastes like fruit punch, and then it has like little like floaty coconut. Like it's super good, dude. It's
I don't know.
super good.
I've never seen those.
When you say floating aloe, I just feel like you're drinking water, and then suddenly like an oyster kind of texture goes in
Dude, they're
like a
cut up
burger.
into like tiny, like they're like diced up. They're super tiny, and they're
Got it.
it's so refreshing, man. If you ever go to Mexico, they have like agua fresca, which
Yeah.
is just water and juice, like
Yeah.
water and fruit blended together. But you buy it in the water bottles there, and it's like half. Like my favorite one's the dragon fruit one. It's like all purple. But you drink it, and you get so much of like the pulp. It's so good. But
Yeah, in that
this is
case,
the
yeah, I
I
guess
closest
wonder.
it's
thing
scary.
we have here in Canada, and you get it at Costco.
Yeah.
It's fucking $10.
Man, I gotta start going to Costco, man.
Yes,
I'm tired of missing out.
especially for the coconut oil,
Yeah.
bro.
It's bulk season, so I guess.
That for sure. Yeah, that coconut oil is miraculous. All right, people.
All right,
Time
well,
to eat
I
now.
appreciate you, Farren,
Wait.
for joining us. You got anything you want to leave the people with? Any words of
No,
wisdom?
yeah, man. Appreciate you having me here. It was great. Absolutely glad. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Of course,
Well,
100%.
absolutely. Do you have to eat too, Farron, now?
I downed a meal quickly before I got on, so I probably got another hour. I might go rip some Warzone. Actually, I think it's.
Oh, I miss. Don't tell me that, bro. I miss my PS5 so much, bro.
Just
I had to get rid of it.
That's how I de-stress. I play a little Warzone, and then I go back to work.
See, my problem was
I will stress even more.
I was saying it was de-stressing me, but then I would play at 10 p.m. and then go straight to bed, and my fucking cortisol would stay through the roof because I'm pissed off because I just got fucked up on Warzone. It just was It was messing with me. Had to get rid
my
of it.
wife streams, so she's like addicted to it. So I try and set.
Dude, I got my fiance addicted to it too.
I set a cutoff limit. I'm like, no, we're not playing anymore. We're gonna watch a movie or something, chill out a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
Hard.
I need to do that too. I need to get another one. If I get another PS5, bro,
set some boundaries for yourself too, right?
if I get another one, man, I'll have to get your name on there, and we'll play some Warzone together.
Absolutely, run it up. All right, boys. I hope you guys.
All right, y'all.
All right, people.
You as well. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you
We'll be
very
back
much.
next week. Peace.
All right.